and you begin learning the responsibility of being a father when you reach the age of 12 or so. And the sweat lodge ceremony, the older relatives, male relatives, share a lot of information with you when you're very young, and then you begin to learn as you get older the responsibilities of being a father. Ajeh is what they call a father among our people, the Diné. And we've had some people asking to have some information on the dad's role, the father's role in among the Diné. Well, all I can really say is that my own father was, to me, he did very many traditional type things that a father's responsible for. And you begin learning the responsibility of being a father when you reach the age of 12 or so. And the sweat lodge ceremony, the older relatives, male relatives, share a lot of information with you when you're very young, and then you begin to learn as you get older the responsibilities of being a father. And my own father was very aware of his responsibility. He married when he was about 18 years old to my mom, who was a few years younger than him, and they remained together all their lives. And so it is that I learned that from him, and so I have also exercised the same thing with marrying one time and being with my wife over 50 years now. But it is that we are taught when we're very young that there will come a time when you will be a partner with your wife, a woman that will become your wife to produce children, offspring. And it is your responsibility to protect them. And protecting them also involves all kinds of responsibilities, the spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical, and to provide for them, to feed them, to clothe them, and to provide for them a place where they will be comfortable and have a home for them. And then the last portion of the responsibility is to teach them and to preside over your family. That's one of the main responsibilities as a father or ajeh, hajeh. Sometimes they, when they say that the name for the father, hajeh, or that would be your father, ajeh would be a father, and the other name that sometimes is said in reference to that relationship is hata. It would be a greater form of responsibility that man takes on, because the name hata would be in reference to the supreme being, or the being giver and provider and the maker. And so it is that a father's responsibility to his family is first and foremost. And I think that my father did very well in that responsibility throughout his life. I always remember him as working constantly. Wherever there was work or any job to be done, he was gone a lot because there was not anything at home. And he was also a silversmith. And I learned to silversmith from him. And so this bow guard that I wear is a piece of jewelry that he made for me specially. And he took his time and he made it and told me all about the markings and everything else in regard to the way that he constructed and made this bow guard, is what we call it. But it is that my father also taught me how to take care of horses and how to take care of sheep and goats and cattle. He was a great horse rider. He had perfect balance. When you have a person that's on the back of a horse, there's not very many people that have perfect balance on the back of a horse. But he was also involved in rodeos. And when he was a young man, he went all over the place, and he was known as a bareback rider. And also he did with the rode the saddle broncs. And so it is that was my dad, and he was very knowledgeable about so many different things. And so it is that he taught me, he instructed me, and he also provided me with special prayers and special blessings and that he would give as a father. That was part of his responsibility, is to bless me and give me special prayers whenever I was home. And so that was my dad. And I shall